walking the room. I'm walking around and I'm in the room, Dave. I'm walking the room.
Oh, God, shut up. Just, can we...
Is that how... why? Why when I come in with a positive... I'm in like in a really good mood. I'm in a pair of pants that I made. I come at you with like some super high positive energy.
Well, it was just a bullshit, unprofessional... Here's how you do it.
You're losing people. Like as
you're listening to Walking the Room, starring Dave Anthony and Greg.
Walking the room. Walking the room. With Dave Anthony
I know why. What's it, Texican? Now I know why he hates you.
You're like shit.
I
he
get
doesn't
it.
hate me.
No,
I misread it.
Yeah, he does.
He wrote another...
He's a friend of mine. He wrote me and said, no, go ahead. What did he say?
Is he really a friend of yours?
No.
No.
Well, he is. Yeah. I mean, he's an internet friend.
Oh, do you have an internet friend?
Yes, Dave.
Are you making internet friends?
Yes, unlike you, I make friends everywhere.
Is it like a pen pal?
Oh,
do you
no,
have
Dave.
a little?
Yeah.
Do you have a little friend that you talk to in Finland?
Like when a guy writes me, I don't write back and go, "Oh, do you wish I was a sandwich?"
Why not?
Yeah, because see, I'm nice.
Yeah, but that guy's a fucking cocksucker.
Well, you could have been nicer.
Well, he's a giant. He crossed.
Texican has like 40 questions for us today. By the way,
Texican blew it out of the water. Greg.
I call him Texican.
Do you have questions? And Texican apparently has a lot of time on his hands, and he cranked out.
There's like 8
thousands and thousands and thousands of questions.
So we'll get to those, and we'll get to those later on today. But I want to tell you a quick thing. So I go to Seattle this past weekend for the Bumbershoot Festival, where I did the Bring the Rock shows, which are shows that I do with a band, and the comedians come up and they tell music stories, and the band plays a song related to it. It's a really fun show. We did it there a couple years ago, and I'm psyched, and I'm there, and there's a lot of comics up there. There's like a convention, and there's also music at the Bumbershoot Festival. The first night the headliner was Dylan. The second night it was Weezer. Third night was Mary J. Blige. There was bands all over the place in different venues. I got to see the Ravenettes, who are one of my very favorite bands in the whole world. It'd be neat if you would play one of their songs on here today. If people haven't heard them, they're really good. You'd like them. You'd like it. It's
really?
It's like Jesus and the Mary Chain meets girl group type of stuff. It's really, really good, and they've been around for a while. It's just this guy and this girl. So everything's going really well, and there's just a fucking really positive vibe, and the first show we do is really good. But I've noticed that a lot of the comics, a lot of my peers are having a little bit of trouble sort of making eye contact with me. I'm like,
really?
What is it? Yeah, it's weird. I'm finding this weird thing.
Was unrelated there something on your
unrelated.
Shirt?
Let me finish. So unrelated, yes, success. So unrelated to that. I'm backstage, and this guy says to me, he goes, look at this. It's called the Seattle Stranger, and it's a newspaper. And in the newspaper, it says, Seattle Stranger's Guide to Bumbershoot.
And Seattle Stranger is
their alternative.
Yeah,
it's their LA
Weekly, Village Voice, that kind of thing.
Bingo.
Yeah.
So my friend goes, look at this Weezer thing. So the Weezer article is titled "How Weezer Have Ruined Their Career."
What?
So it's a long article about this guy's sort of disappointment and where the band has gone. Then there's a blurb for the Weezer show in the section where there's a blurb of all the different shows. It also says "Fuck you, Weezer." So I get the tone of the thing. I get the tone of it. So now I'm flipping through the paper. This is where I go wrong, and I see a picture of Pardo, and it's a nice picture of Pardo, and I go, "Oh, cool!" And they're like, "America's favorite podcaster, Jimmy Pardo." Blah 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 blah. Right underneath it is the review for Greg Barrett. It's Greg Barrett's "Bring the Rock," and it starts off like this: "You might think that Greg Barrett is a frosted-tipped douche."
Okay.
Frosted-tipped douche. So, hang on. Now, come on, be real with me for a minute. So, that's how it starts off. You might think he's a frosted-tipped douche for writing that stupid book for stupid women. So it's right out of the gate, like it's as mean as anything that's in the thing. Then it goes on to say, but his comedy is funny and vulnerable and he's charismatic and blah blah blah. And his show, Bring the Rock, is, and then they take a quote from the press clipping that says the stories of stories about music and the people who've rocked them, and it says, hopefully the show isn't as horrible as it and Greg Behrendt sound. So it starts with an insult.
Wait.
It says I'm like, so now,
Did two people write it?
so
The blurb?
I don't know. And it's a girl that wrote it. Her name's Lindy West or something like that.
She sounds fun.
She fucking is awesome. The point is, I think what I am an incredibly fortunate human being. I have had an amazing life, and I'm very, very lucky. And I have more than most people will ever have, and I'm fucking aware of that. But the times when I do feel like, oh, this is going to be an uphill battle, are things like that, where literally the book's 5 years old. I'm just putting on a show that's fucking about something else, and the person wants to compliment me but can't go out of the way to say something fucking so mean that I like staggered. I was like, wow, okay, I get it. First off, do your fucking homework. They're not fucking tipped. They go all the way to the root. It's blonde all the way to the fucking root.
Frosted tipped douche, is that what it was?
Frosted tipped douche.
Okay. I can't disagree with that, and I think it's a term of endearment.
That's fucked up.
Look, man.
That's fucked up.
Here's the deal. You know the deal. You wrote a book
I
that the
get
hipsters are always going to hate.
I get the deal, and I don't have a problem with that. It's just one of those things where even when you're trying to do something else,
Yeah.
you go fuck, and then that's the thing that makes you go, I don't need that. Do you know what I mean? Like,
You don't need what? To be called a frosted tip douche?
yes, exactly. There are certain days where
Nobody needs that. Nobody's like, you know what I need today? Oh, fuck,
love
I
it
just
if-
need to wake up and
Yeah.
head down to the gym and have some guy look at me and go, you are a frosted tip douche.
Hey,
Thank you. I can go on with my day now.
hey, cunt tits. Nice job on the treadmill. Why don't you sweat your sorrow somewhere else, you fuck pie? No, I get it. But let me tell you, but so the rest of the weekend, so whatever. So, but the kind of cool. But so then here's the other side of it. So then I sort of embraced it, and I started calling myself America's favorite frosted tip douche. And then I talked about it in the thing, and clearly the audience had read it as well, because when I mentioned
Really?
it, everybody laughed. Yeah, it's a small town in a way, and it was kind of cool. And then people were like, then they kind of got on my side a little bit, and I never called out the person, and I wouldn't, because I don't want to be in a fight with somebody. You can have whatever opinion, and you're allowed to have whatever opinion. But it was tough too, being around, like, then the next one's about John Mulaney, and it's if you miss the show, you've missed part of your life, and Patton this and all that kind of thing. Is because I'm not even comparing us as comics. It's just as people. You go, oh, of the group, I get to be.
Well, you're the guy who did something that they don't.
Right.
That they're always going to be mad.
But
at.
anyway, so it was just sort of an interesting thing. But at the end of the day, the shows were fucking awesome. And then I ran into Patton Oswalt. Now Patton is a longtime friend of both yours and mine.
Fan of the show.
Fucking, he was. Yeah, so nice about it, and what makes me sad is that, like, he doesn't have to listen to this.
No, and he should.
So there's something
He should be better than this.
Well, what I found was just revealing about how sad his life must be. That this is something. Here's this guy that we all kind of idolize, and we imagine that he lives in some sort of kind of nerd castle somewhere.
Nerd castle, and he hangs out with awesome, famous people that are totally cool
and famous. Imagine
like guided by voices are just in his garage.
But also, I genuinely feel like he hangs out with the X-Men. Like, I feel like he hangs out with fictional. Like, I would imagine his life is just all of the things that you want, and the fact that he plugs in an iPhone or puts on a headphone and then allows this to fucking seep into his head.
Yeah, he loves the show. He texts me after every show, and he thinks we need a different name
for the show.
Yeah, he has several here. Would you like to hear them?
I would love to hear them.
He texted these. He's been texting these to me for about a week.
Oh my god,
for about a week. Okay, sometimes the masses are right. Pectoral pump and the dumpy gump.
Wait, what was that one?
Pectoral pump and the dumpy gump.
Oh my god, that sounds like a Lindsay West review.
Yeah. An hour of stall career. Stasis in the closet with two gigantic queers. Okay. The Greg Behrendt Experience featuring his crazy pal Dave. What the fuck without Mark Maron?
I like that a lot.
Possible tagline: Greg just learned a new 4-letter word. Dave. Pod queers? Jimmy Fitness and the White Pudding Hen Party with Greg and Dave.
Jimmy Fitness and the White Pudding Hen Party?
Jimmy Fitness and the White Pudding Hen Party with Greg and Dave.
I love that.
Eat wine.
That one's a contender.
That one's a contender?
Yeah.
Eat wine and eat.
Oh, dude, we're going to eat too in a minute.
Yeah,
we're
no,
going to
I know.
fucking eat. We're gonna
The Resentment Room. Greg and Dave's Notcast.
Jesus Christ, how many of these does he fucking have?
He just keeps sending
Fucking,
it to
he's
me.
got to get it. He's
Patton Oswalt has no fucking life.
How could that be?
I don't know. Greg in the Middle Act.
Oh my God! When did you come up from opener?
I don't
When
know.
did you get the bump from
I don't
opener?
know. I'm glad to
You
just.
are
I'm
fucked up.
Just glad not to be a host.
Oh, you know what I feel like doing right now? Smacking you in the fucking side of your head. I really do want to do that.
Dr. Push-ups and Mr. Barely Contained. Wait, I gotta say that again. Dr. Push-ups and Mr. Barely Contained. Seething Rage. Thank you for clicking subscribe by mistake. Oh wait, there's more. The Heterosexual and the Soccer Fan. How to Tolerate Things with Greg Barrett. Become our first subscriber. Fuck you. Success with Greg B. Success with Greg B. and Kwanzi Davy Frown Pants.
Oh my God!
Oh, and then this will lead into something you have to talk about. This
Yeah.
ain't your daddy's racism.
This ain't your daddy's racism.
Greg, you got something to say?
Do you? Okay. Yeah, fuck, if you don't act superior to me, you fuck, and pull your
I'm
collar
just
up. Why-
disgusted.
fucking just wear your shirt
my
like it's
collar
fucking
wrong?
made. I don't know, but it's like, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's fine.
You were fucking here when I said it, so you didn't know either. And I asked a
I
bunch
didn't
of people. Last week, I called Dave a yard ape because if you fucking spend any time with him, it's like the way I imagined it is an animal that's been taken from its place where it's supposed to live and stuck in a suburban yard and is going fucking crazy and is sweaty and eats too much. And I thought, well, that reminds me of Dave. So
What?
hang on. So I called Dave a yard ape, and I'd heard it at work because somebody said that his father, a guy who was white, said his father used to call him and his sister yard apes.
Maybe you've heard of David Duke.
We got an email, or we actually got a comment on our over on the page that we saying,
the
"Hey,
hosting site. Yep.
I'm a black listener, and that is it's a racial
Racist. It's a
racist term." Which we didn't know.
We did
and
not know that.
We apologize.
But then someone
didn't-
else wrote it's also a regional thing where in some parts of the country it's used on
that's-
children because
those-
yard ape.
those are
yard
fucking-
ape makes more sense to call that a kid. To me, that's a great
No,
name to
you're
call
a
kids, like a
fucking-
rugrat.
Like, you
It's
know
a
what
yard ape.
when I look at you and I feel like I see you and your eyes are spinning and the inside of your brain is sweating and you're trying to fucking make sense of life.
Yeah.
But then you're a fucking yard ape. That's what I thought. But I also some days there's just no end to the creativity, to the like who's trying to make that a race, like who
Do you know
said
where it
that
came
and
from?
said,
I looked
let's
it up.
call black people that?
I looked it up. You know where it came from?
No.
If you drive through, I don't know if you've probably never been there because there's no reason as a stand-up to go there. But I did a show in West Virginia in the fucking hills, in the fucking place where you see the movies about the fucking people that are freaks,
Right.
And there were like it was straight out of those movies, people with eyes in different directions, like fucking teeth growing out of their nose, like fucked up weirdos.
Sure. Americans.
And so we did this little community college show, and as we were driving through, I was like, holy fuck, every single yard has a little, they're called lawn jockeys, right? The little black ceramic dude in the fucking lawn. And it was just like so racist, obviously, because there's no fucking black people living there.
Right.
And so it came from those. People started calling them like apes, and then they became yard apes, and then they started saying it about black people in their fucking yards.
But here's what I find interesting.
You learn history here. You learn history on Walking the Room.
But here's what I love.
Bad history.
People so riddled with their own stupidity and racism, and yet they still have the class to ride a horse around town and then tie it up when they come over to your house. I'm going to go ahead and tie my horse right up to this lawn jockey so it don't get away.
Is that what a lawn jockey's for?
That's what they're for. That's what that ring is for. So that when that's what they're for. That's why they're called lawn jockeys, because they're like little jockeys. They're meant to look like race jockeys that hold on to your horse. So you take your horse and you tie it up to it.
Oh my God! Well, that's
So those
not
folks-
their purpose. Their purpose is to let you know that you're a racist.
Well, I mean, I think you know now they're a holdover from a simpler time when you didn't drive a Ford Taurus with a replaced wheel and a Klan sticker on it. I don't know what replaced wheel means, but anyway, yeah.
On the subject,
so they asked us if we could make our podcast a third less racist.
30% less racist.
Yeah.
You got it.
Other thing I wanted to say, Jimmy Pardo, who was listening to the show, wanted
Jimmy
to come up and
Pardo's
say to me,
funny.
"You said that I eat on air," and I did say that he ate on air, and I meant to say Jimmy Dore. Jimmy Dore eats on air constantly.
No, I thought
And-
Jimmy Pardo ate on air.
No, I got it wrong. I said Pardo.
listened to the episode. You
said
said
Pardo.
he eats.
I said Pardo, and I even said never not
You
funny.
said it to him. I've heard people say it to him on the show, so it might have been you on his show. Never Not Funny.
He may have had but I was thinking Jimmy Dore eats all the way. So anyway, I meant Jimmy Dore when we were having that conversation.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you cleared that up because I was worried about it, and I wasn't sure how much stuff I could fit in my "Who Gives a Fuck" bucket. Because I have a big "Who Gives a Fuck" bucket.
I know
it's
you do.
kind of empty.
Yeah, well, you know what's interesting? I was going into it the other day and I found your career. I also found your fucking hope. I found some scripts that we should be working on. Yeah, I know about your "Who Gives a Fuck" bucket. You drove over here in it.
You know,
listen to me.
Have you?
Part two.
Are you
Part
done
two.
with the tears from your frosted tip douche eats?
No, I want to tell you one more story of sadness. And look, I'm not a guy that comes in and fucking brags that we crushed it, that every show was awesome. I come in and I tell you these stories. I get to open or there's just a 3-person show. I'm the first person on the Garfunkel Oates show. I do the live Jimmy Pardo podcast, the live one. Very nice of them to have me as a guest. I love that guy.
It's a really good show too.
I go on, then they say, hey, would you mind opening this next show? So I do both shows back to back. I walk into the lobby, and a fan of Pardo's says, that was a very funny set that you did. Very funny. I said, oh, thank you. He goes, yeah, much funnier than when you were on Pardo's show.
You know what?
So hang on. So hang on. And now,
Really?
all I needed to do was just continue to go buy a T-shirt, which is where I was headed. So I say, it was just more of a conversation, the Jimmy Pardo show. As I'm saying that, he stops me and goes, I know what it is. What I'm saying is that you were funnier than the Jimmy Pardo show led me to believe you were going to be. And I was like, oh my God, I'm being lectured in the lobby by my dad. I was like, what the fuck, dude? It was like that weird comedy nerd thing where I was like,
That dude was like, you stepped onto planet Asperger's. Because that dude didn't know, that dude has no social skills whatsoever. Welcome to planet Asperger's. No, I am saying, I was also trying to conversate with you and allow you the room to back out of fucking garage asshole.
Right.
And you have no capability.
Jesus Christ, dude.
And you
I was
floored
like-
it. You floored it and went straight into the wall. Fuck you. That's what you say in those situations.
Fuck you. I'm not you, though. I can't say that.
I enjoyed you better when I didn't know you, is how you respond to that.
I know. Dude, can I tell you what was better? 4 minutes before when I was walking to the lobby and had no fucking idea. Like,
Yeah.
It's a funny thing, though, when you're like, a compliment generally is generally the idea of compliments. And folks, if you're going to give one, go ahead and let it lift the person you're giving it to. Go ahead when you give your compliment and make it a thing that makes them feel positively. Don't make it feel like they've just dug themselves out of a hole they didn't know they were in. You were in a hole with me.
I've got one. Look, that was a really good set. I enjoyed your comedy. I actually first heard you on Jimmy's show, and I thought on the podcast, I thought you were great, and that's why I came down to see you. You frosty tipped douche.
Oh, man. If you put it with my tagline at the end,
Yeah.
frosted, tipped, badoosh.
I like frosty. I like frosty tip douche.
It's so fucked up,
I'm
dude.
gonna call you Frosty.
And I own it. Look, I put shit in my hair. I dress the way I dress. I wear what I wear.
Frosty.
And I like it.
Are we gonna kiss?
Oh, my God. Nothing could be worse. Nothing could be worse.
I love you. We're back.
We're back.
Walking the Room, starring Dave Anthony and Greg Barrett. There, I said it. I said your fucking name.
When do you think that the listener gets tired of that?
Never.
When do you think the listener gets tired of that?
Well, you know what? They can tell us if they're tired of it, but if they can withstand...
They've been trying to tell us...
If they can withstand that song at the beginning of every episode, they can take the fucking sweet magic of my tongue.
I'm gonna... Jesus, that's just fucking looking at you, thinking about your wife and what you just said, and I just fucking feel bad for her.
She gets the
again.
tongue.
She gets the tongue.
Yeah.
This is a lady you promised to love and cherish for the rest of her life, and then you just talk about her like that in here, like she's some kind of a...
I will gently...
You're a fucking pig.
Rest
No.
my tongue against her vagina.
Here's what I'd like to gently
But then
rest.
I don't move it. I just leave it there.
I'd like to rest a fucking butterfly blade right against your chest.
Back your shit up. Back your
and
shit up.
fucking open you up.
I can't wait to hear how your fucking tap shoes that you have on against the wood floor sound when I listen to this podcast. All right, we eating chocolate now? We're going to eat some chocolate? All right,
Yep.
Greg brought some chocolate, and I'm supposed to eat it right now. And apparently it's going to be like really good.
It's called Theo.
Oh, fuck me.
I know, they're from Seattle. It's fair trade chocolate.
I don't even like dark chocolate.
You get 4 in a box, and they're $10.
Fuck yeah, they are. They should be.
Oh my God.
You should get 2 in a box.
I found their tweet page. I wrote them and I said this: I like your candy so much, I will kill for you.
Wow.
I will find if there's a murder that you need to have done, if there's someone you need taken out, I am your fucking man.
Yeah.
This shit.
Did they respond?
No. I was scared of me. They're a fucking chocolate company. They don't need some horseshit comedian yelling at them about how he's going to fucking kill someone for them. But they've got me in a database if they need it now.
Right.
Theo Chocolates. I think it's theochocolate.com. They're not a sponsor. We don't have enough.
Yeah.
It's unbelievably good chocolate.
Theo.
This is pink salted vanilla caramel in dark chocolate. They're unbelievable. They're a good company. They're one of those Seattle companies that's super conscious, and they're fair trade, and check them out. This shit is fucking violently good. Did you like that?
That was really good.
Yeah.
You know, if you're listening, Theo, and I assume this is the guy from Cosby Show.
I believe it is. I did see a lot of the people at the factory wear sweaters.
Okay, so it's the guy from the Cosby Show. And Theo, if you're listening, and you need a powerful internet presence, we'll be glad to be your guys. Give us a little sponsorship deal, and just send us approximately $5 million.
Fan of the show. If you buy the chocolate and you like it, write Theo.
Yeah.
And tell him where you heard about us.
Yeah, from the podcast.
The podcast.
And
Mark Maron's What the Fuck.
And as a little howdy do, a little special bonus on that, if you do buy the chocolate, Greg will eat it out of your asshole.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Why would you say something like that? You just ruined it. Listen, no. Here's what just fucking happened.
What?
Somebody got wind of this at Theo, and they're listening to it in a boardroom, and then that fucking happens.
I want to take a lot of the shit in this
Listen to me,
closet.
fuckball. I'm not done. You wrecked it. You just wrecked it. You just said something so vile that all the people at CEO go, we can't. We're nice people.
They may have started as ass eaters. You don't know anything about them. They may have begun like eating each other's ass and like,
every week you bury this
chocolate version.
Every week you bury this thing. Every week you make sure that at least 10 people fucking check out.
A chocolate.
And you want to know what's a bummer about that? We only have 4 listeners. So we're -6.
Okay. Now we have...
Let me go get something. I'm back.
I want to kill you. I legitimately, I want to take like a spike, right? And you ever seen like when someone throws a head on a pike? You know, they cut off the head and they put it on a pike. So when people come into town, they go, "Oh no, something bad. Don't go there."
Yeah.
I want to put your head on a pike, but I don't want to take it off your body. I want you to be alive. So I'm just gonna jam it up through your fucking jaw. and it's going to come out the top of your head, and everyone's going to laugh. You know why? Because you're a frosty tip douche.
That's fucked up. I confess something to you. I tell you something that's hurtful to me, and then you use it over and over again.
What did you think was going to happen?
It's just fucked
It's
up.
a fucking weapon. You gave me a weapon.
Listen to me.
And you're a fucking animal.
Someday,
So I will-
if you have a career,
Yeah.
something like that could happen to you. I'm just letting you know.
I will be called
Probably not,
Ronald
though.
McDonald or some fucking bullshit.
Don't
I
try
don't
and
care.
don't even. Oh, you do.
Because I will have...
You didn't like it when fucking 12-year-olds at UCB didn't like you.
They were 15. All right. Speaking of... And now, here's an example of how I don't give a shit if people don't like me. So on,
that is actually pretty obvious. But
so
let's do it.
on... I have to. You've met me. I have to not care that people don't like me.
Yes.
We have on Friday or Saturday night, we have a stoop party because we have across the street is another lovely couple who we like very much who have a baby that is 6 days younger. And we're have very similar likes and dislikes and stuff, so we like to hang out. And we have like a stoop thing where we'll bring over our baby monitors and sit on the stoop and have some beers, and then other people from the neighborhood will stop by, and other people from the building will stop by. So it's fun, right? So we are having our stoop party, and this dude is walking by with his two dogs, and he is I say he's about 40-ish, gay gentleman, drunk out of his fucking mind. And someone's like, "Hey, you're new to the neighborhood?" He goes, "Yeah, I just moved into this building right here, like two blocks." Well, then join us. It's our stoop party. Anybody's invited. So he's one of those guys who's a fucking dick, but then acts like you're being the bad guy for responding in some way.
Give me an example.
Oh fuck. Well, okay. One example is my wife has a very close friend who worked at an agency in town, and he works at that agency, and she left there to work somewhere else, and it was not a great exit, but a very good friend of my wife's. And so my wife says, "Oh, do you know so and so?" And he goes, "Oh yeah," and she goes, "Oh," and he goes, "Oh God, everyone there wishes she was dead." And then just goes on to, like, tear her apart. And she's like, "Right, do you remember the part where I said she was my friend?" Like, that's the kind of guy.
Got it.
And then he's like, "Well, don't get all upset about it." Well, the dead part, makes it kind of awkward.
Sure.
So he's that kind of fucking asshole.
Got it.
And so this is what happened. So he made a couple of comments. So here's what I was wearing. Sweats, T-shirt, and a baseball hat, right? Okay. So,
But I can't sign off on that, but I'm still your friend. Go ahead.
I'm on a stoop party. It's casual.
I'm casual.
No, you're not fucking casual. You've never been casual. You don't know how to be casual. You don't.
I'm relaxed.
No, you're a fucking... Oh!
Okay. Keep going.
Also, I have tits. I don't want to...
I get it. That's going to change. P90X. Anyway, keep going.
What?
I'll talk about it later. Go. I like this story. You're on the stoop. This fucking assholic guy is on the stoop with you. You're wearing sweats.
P90X scares me.
It's a cult.
Okay, so...
I'm going to join.
Oh, fuck. So... he's now sitting on the stoop, and he's sort of holding court and sort of taking over with his loud mouth. And oh God, the people here in my building just suck, and it's so great to have people at the party because I love to party. I like to, when I was in my building, you just walk in each other's houses and hey, let's do it, like that kind of shit. So sitting there talking, and he goes, and at one point he goes, now when I was in a fraternity, and I went, yeah, you're like a classic frat guy, and he goes, oh. I know your type. I know exactly your type. And at that point, my wife started doing her wife thing where she, no, he's a really good guy. And I was like, honey, just fucking let it go. Like, he thinks he knows who I am because I made one obvious comment about he should be going like, I know, classic frat guy, right? Like, he's like a flaming gay guy. So then he kept like jabbing and like saying stuff like, "Oh, you're that type." Like, and then I get up to cross the street, and get a beer, and I come back, and he's in my chair that I was sitting in, and so I just sit somewhere else, and he's like, really? You're just going to let that go? I was sitting here because I thought you'd get all pissed off about it. I was like, yeah, you don't know me, dude. I don't give a shit. I'm not that guy. But my wife is like flipping out in her fucking head.
Right. She does this.
And I swear to God, this is what she says. She goes, he says something else about him knowing, I know exactly who you are, that thing. And she goes, no, you don't know him. He's very gay friendly. He used to live in the Castro. He knows
So she's already picked up on, or she's now driving home the point that you hate the gays.
Yeah.
Right. That's not true, but this guy is... we don't even know if this guy assumes that, but that's where she is.
That's where...
She's in the middle thinking, this guy who's gay must think that Dave doesn't like him because he's gay,
yeah.
And now it's a thing. Well, now she's solidified that for both of you.
Yeah, and so she just spins, and I keep going, no, don't. But he had a gay roommate, he's done totally fine, good. Spinning out of fucking control, And apparently it happened even more whenever I'd leave the guy. Back there, he likes the gays. He likes the... So it was a classic moment for my wife, and I don't give a fuck. I'm like, let the dude hate me. And I want to go, it's not that I don't like you because you're gay. It's because I don't like you because you're a fucking douchebag. Like, you're a fucking asshole.
Right. As your friend, Dave, there are times where, I honor the path that you're on, which is I am who I am, and this is what I'm going to say. And but sometimes that can get uncomfortable, just for the viewer. And I know. Listen to me. I'm not against it. I'll go back and I will repeat the story of when you told Ant how you felt about him having had a bad experience with him, during Last Comic Standing, and then told him at a dinner party that I had invited you to at a charity event. I like that because that gives me something to talk about.
Yeah.
But I do feel for Heather a little bit because she is. And I'm not diagnosing her here, but a little bit of a codependent, and she sees you and goes, oh God, it's got to be okay. It doesn't have to be okay.
No.
What I've learned in my life is that it's okay for people to, and I've become very comfortable with, obviously, otherwise we couldn't be friends, with your, I like who you are.
I'm like a soft bunny. I'm like a soft...
No.
Like, if I was an animal, I'd be a soft bunny.
No. Do you remember the first time you fell off your bike and you hit your asshole bone? That's what you're like. You're that fucking shocking sting that goes all the way through your fucking forehead and your eyes, and you don't even know you could have pain there. That's what you're like when you get it right in the asshole bone.
Oh God, we just found a name.
When you get it in the asshole bone.
We found a name for my first comedy album.
Yes, asshole bone.
Like a sharp sting in your asshole bone.
Oh my God.
Dave Anthony comedy.
We gotta go. How about Fat Guy in Mittens? That's a good name for the show too. I like that Patton wanted to rename it.
Yeah, a lot of names.
He's got a lot of names. That guy was funny on the show when he wasn't here.
Patton?
Yeah. He's fucking great, man.
I've never seen his.
He did fucking 10 minutes of running into a junkie in the park.
Yeah.
He had an experience over lunch that became a chunk.
Yeah. Fuck him.
Fuck that guy. Walking the Room returns for episode...
What is it? Segment 3.
Walking the Room returns after...
Give me that.
Walking the Room returns for episode... Walking the Room, segment 4. Hurt 3333 asks this question.
This is a Twitter question?
It's off the Twitter. You can write us, by the way, where, Dave?
At Walking the Room at Twitter... at Walking the Room is the Twitter thing. You can do walkingtheroom at gmail.com and then Walking the Room at Facebook.
Facebook.com. That's right. If you want tour information from me, you can go to gregbarrett.com. You can go to Greg Barrett Facebook page. But I'm also always putting it up on Rip Like Jesus. My Twitter account is at Rip Like Jesus. And my name on there is Crybaby Spider-Man. Hurt 3333 says... What do each of you do when you have the house all to yourself for a while? So let's start this with after jerking off.
Okay. Oh, fuck. But
I clean up. I take a shower.
I don't clean up. I'm not gonna fucking clean that shit.
Yeah, see, I clean it up.
Fuck that. Really?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you're still trying to fucking find your place in your house, so you're laying your scent. Whereas I run this castle.
What I do is I
run this castle.
I go to the bathroom and then I'll rub my ass on the carpets instead of wiping.
Yeah, I know.
Is that
yeah.
Like I'm here?
Yeah, yeah. Everybody kind of knows that. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I fucking. I end up getting writing done. I don't have any. There's no time where I'm like, I'm gonna hang out and do this. I'm putting the podcast together. I'm doing writing. Like I'm not right now. I'm not having any lounge around the house.
You don't get caught in some kind of cycle of fucking around.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I go on my favorite websites, read it, or fuck around on Twitter. But that's about it. I cut out like all the political websites.
You do a pretty good job over there on Facebook. I mean, that doesn't count as writing. You know that, right?
No. I'm getting a deal.
Is that right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm getting a deal. I'm hoping it turn into a movie, some sort of Facebook movie.
Oh my God, that's gonna be awesome! I can't wait to see it.
I don't Facebook as much as I did before. I'm kind of over Facebook.
Are you?
Yeah. I don't know. I like Twitter because Twitter is you just do a brief little funny thing and then there's no fucking a million comments. Or if you go to Twitter and you Facebook, if you go into Facebook and someone leaves a comment and you go, and you hit like, then you got to get all these messages from other people. Oh no, they're fucking bullshit. So I don't like the that sort of community aspect of it where you got to read some fucking
people
from. I don't like
others.
People. I don't
you don't like others.
I don't like people. I would like
an input.
Like some sort of collective murder situation where there's just everyone kills each other, and then it's me.
That sounds great.
And it's called Dave Book.
That sounds great. Yeah, I like Dave Book.
No, I don't like the. You know what? When I'm on Facebook, I enjoy the comments of funny people.
Yeah.
And so when other people leave comments, I get a little bit annoyed by it.
Why don't you? And you won't hurt my feelings. Why don't you just fucking hide me?
It's not.
Just hide my fucking profile, or why don't you just drop me? I mean, you can just say this to me. You don't have to pretend like the comments of other people. I'm the only person that comments on your page because I'm your only friend.
Here's the deal.
It's just you and me.
I assume.
I mean, why do you pretend like that you have other friends?
I assume that when you heard that comment, that
Dave Anthony followers 1, Dave Anthony friends 1.
You would have the grace and dignity to quietly accept what I had said. As a
True and Mighty write the responses because I need to give them something to do. They feel that bad for you. Yeah, they're not that great.
No, they're not.
Mighty's 5, True's 8.
Well, the last one just said dog's butt.
That was mine. But the point is, I thought that was funny. The other thing, okay, so with my spare time, I will do almost same thing. Like, I have a weird sort of OCD thing where I'll go down and I'll play the guitar for a few minutes and I'll start to write something and I'll record half of it, then I'm done, then I'll stop.
Half of it?
I'll record some of it. I won't write a whole song. I'll record a part of the thing and I go, chocolate. And then I'll go downstairs and I'll eat something and I'll think, I should work out now. And then I'll get dressed to work out. But when I'm doing that, I decide to tweet for a little bit. And then I fucking tweet, and that's boring. And then I go on thesuperficial.com, and I look at, Paris Hilton's ass bones. And then I go, this makes me a bad person. So I go into my closet to see if there's something in there that makes me happy. And 2 hours go by, and nothing's really been accomplished.
I think you're Kim Kardashian.
I sort of, and I am. I also pretend I'm Kim Kardashian for a while. Yeah. But I will just I won't. Like, if I have a job, I'll go to it, and I can do whatever tasks are laid out.
That's very good.
But what I'm saying is, in a given situation when it's time to work, I'm a very hard worker. If you leave me to my own devices, I will do a third of almost everything for hours. Some of the clothes will get hung, some of this will get hung. Then I'll come back to them. Like, if I was thinking like that. When I was single, my house looked amazing, not because I cleaned up. I would clean up, but slowly all the time in my way. But now that I'm in a house with other people that like things done their way, it isn't the same way. Because I like to start, like I said, a project and then leave for a while to masturbate.
Yes, but you know what? I do that too,
right?
But my wife doesn't get it. She'll be like,
right,
how come you did 2/3 of the dishes? Because I was doing the dishes, and then I remember the Giants game was on, or I decided to walk away and go to the bathroom, and then I got distracted.
Yes.
And I was doing. She doesn't. She's like, I don't understand how you
right.
can always do 2/3 of the dishes, and it's because
if you fucking would shut up and let me be there, like if you just left, you would see that then I come full circle.
Yes.
Because I head back into the kitchen later and I go, oh fuck, I need to finish these, and then they get done.
But
they don't fucking know that.
But she is always like, but you didn't do them. No, I didn't do them yet.
Yes.
I'm not done yet.
Why do they have to be done? I fucking put a dish in. She's like, why do you leave the dish there? I go, because it's not ready to be cleaned yet.
It's so not ready to be cleaned.
I just finished the coffee. The cup just finished the coffee.
Yeah.
We need to fucking sit for a minute.
Yeah.
And then it needs to have some arbitrary time while it's in there before I come back and revisit the wash.
It needs to have a moment to itself.
Before I sneak back up on
Be
it.
a dirty dish.
How fucking hard is it, dude? It drives me because, and you remember when I was a single dude, my place looked fucking good.
Yeah.
But it did it in its own way.
Yeah.
I'll get the oatmeal off the floor when I return to that room.
Yes.
But I'm not going there now because I guess what I thought about? Porn or snacks or guitars.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'll go jerk off the
internet.
guitars. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll mix it up. Maybe I want to go look outside my window.
Yeah. No,
Right?
I'm right there with you.
I mean, I feel like sometimes it's hard.
I also wonder if that's a guy thing or if that's a comedian thing, because
It's a guy thing.
because I am always like, as a comedian, I'm often not where I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my body's here and my head's off somewhere else. And so I can just drift away from something and I'm just in another fucking place
Right.
when I'm doing something, and then I walk away.
But here's the other thing I also realize. I think probably because people at some point in their life did stuff for us, maybe. But my dad's like this. My dad is not a comedian. He'll take his clothes. Now, he lives by himself. He'll take his clothes and put them on the washing machine and then leave. And I know he comes back later and goes, they're not done. And then he puts them in the washing machine, and they sit in there for a day or two before he needs pants again. Then he opens them up and goes, oh, here they are, and they go in the dryer. It's not that he doesn't know how to do it. It's just that he doesn't know that it's not going to finish itself, or he just, maybe, like I said, maybe it's just a guy. I don't know if it's a guy thing. I think it is a guy thing.
I'll give you an example of that. I came home today, and I was like, I'm going to change my shirt before I go out again. And I took my shirt off, and I looked at the hamper, and so there's the hamper, and then there were a couple of pairs of folded pants on top, clean pants, and I thought, and I put it on top of the clean pants, and I thought, I should put that in the hamper. And then my next thought was, fuck, shit's just gonna pile up on top of that. And then I just walked out of the room. Do you know how easy it is to put it in the hamper?
Could you imagine? I was thinking about this too. So we obviously lucked out in our time period in life in that we missed the draft. Where there was no draft, and now you go into the military because you want to, or you don't want to be homeless, and or you've just made some mistakes, or you want to serve our country. There's a lot of different reasons people go into it. But if I were drafted, I would be a terrible soldier, but I'd live through it. And here's why. I'd be out wherever the battlefield is, and I'd go, I'm going to fucking shoot you, but I'll be right back. And you can't shoot me yet because I'm not ready.
I heard that
I'm not ready. Hang on.
This jungle has chocolate.
Hang on. Dude, before you shoot me, do you want a chocolate? Because I'm going to go get a chocolate. And then, what size are you? Fuck, can I have... Because we have these uniforms.
Yeah.
Can we swap?
Swap them up.
Your fucking
Your
sweater
hat would look good with this shirt.
I fucking hate to say it, but those sweaters that you guys have with the patches on the shoulder, those are fucking awesome.
I would shoot you in the face.
No, you wouldn't, because you know why?
Why?
I'd have the chocolate.
Well, no, I'd shoot you in the face and take the chocolate.
You wouldn't know where to get more.
No. One time, my wife came into at this point, it's now the nursery, but it used to be my office and game room, and I was playing a video game, and my wife walks in and goes, how come you can't put a new toilet paper roll on where it goes? And I said, I just looked at her and I went, honestly? And she goes, yes. I go, because I'm lazy. And the confusion and the defeat that crossed her face was priceless. She just went, oh, and she walked away. Because that's the honest answer.
It
I'm
is.
just fucking lazy.
And what I would have loved to had you yell as she was going down the hall, I won't be earning any money either.
You know, someone's got to be the comedy relief around the house.
Dude, that is a job that I embrace.
So,
Unfortunately, it's mighty, but I would love that
Yeah.
job. I'd love to
She's
have that
funnier
job.
than you.
She's funnier than everybody. She's funnier than everybody.
do we have anything else?
I think we should remind everybody to, if you enjoy the podcast, keep it to yourself. Don't tell anybody.
Yeah, don't
else.
tell anybody. We don't want this to get bigger.
We don't.
We want this. We want.
We could, if you could help us shrink our base, that'd be awesome.
Take it down. Like, if you know someone else who's listening, talk them out of it.
Yeah. Do that. Do not go over and write a positive thing over on.
Yeah, don't go over to iTunes and write a positive review. That would be really horrible. And don't tell other people about it. Seriously, fucking give it a tweet. Throw it up on Facebook. Tell some people. If you know someone you want to listen to it, burn a couple onto a CD and give it to them.
And the people who have, thank you so much, because in all honesty, this week when I was in Seattle, I actually had people come up and said they liked the podcast that were not family, and it was nice. It was really, really nice, and people brought chocolate, and that people have just been there have been some folks that enjoy it, and
Wait. People brought chocolate?
yeah, and taffy.
Did you get Tim Tams?
I got Tim Tams in one city. I can't remember where it was. It may actually have been. I think I actually got Tim Tams in Addison, Texas.
So
but
what kind of chocolate did you get in Seattle?
Seattle, actually, because I tweeted about the Theos, somebody brought some Theos chocolate. They brought me some of that, and a bag of coffee, and some taffy.
Okay, I don't give a shit about taffy, but at least you shared that. At least you shared the Theo.
I brought it back.
So you're getting a
so
little bit
be
better.
meaner to me next fucking podcast.
Well, because I expect so little.
Where
of
was
you.
my fucking gift?
You're generally just a fucking cock, and I have to fucking battle with that all the time.
When you stop talking to the mirror, talk to me.
Right.
When you stop talking to the mirror, talk to me.
Will you write a book for
When
me?
you stop, yeah, I will.
What's it going to be called?
Fuck off. Welcome back to Walking the Room. Dave and I have decided to offer you a free bonus segment.
Yeah.
A Segaroo, a new Segaloony, Segatone.
And,
Here comes Segmento Quattriano, right? Quattriano?
That's it, end of
the
segment.
the four Seggy.
I hate you. That's the end of the segment.
Why is it over?
I want to set you on fire.
Why is it over? Because we're doing a segment.
No, because you're.
A segment. Segment 4.
Here's what I want to talk about, because there's a comedian named Joe DeRosa who's very funny, and I bought his album recently, the Depression Auction, and on it he talks about going to the Juggaloo gathering and doing stand-up, and how fucking insane that is. And if you don't know what the Juggaloos are, I will tell you right now, reading off of Wiki. The term originated during a live performance by Insane Clown Posse. Now, if you don't know who Insane Clown Posse are, they are
You have a life.
idiots who put on clown makeup and then rap. How great does that sound? So during the song The Juggler, Joseph Bruce addressed the audience as Juggaloos, and the positive response resulted in Bruce and Joseph Utzler using the word thereafter to refer to themselves and their friends, family, and fans, including other Psychopathic Records artists. Jugglers have compared themselves to a family. How about that? Never heard that before. Common characteristics include drinking the inexpensive soft drink Faygo and wearing face paint.
Dude, that sounds awesome. Wait a minute. I want to drink an inexpensive. What's it called?
It's an inexpensive soft drink called Faygo, Faygo, which I've never heard of. Apparently, it's awesome. But what a great thing to base your movement on and your your family.
Well, what I like
Okay.
is it sounds like they have a song called "The Juggler."
The Juggler.
Right, which is, I guess, like the hip hop slang for juggler, and everybody knows how fucking awesome and jugglers are,
Oh,
and
God.
but a juggler does
Yeah.
that shit in a way that you can't even fucking deal.
No
Like,
way. He's the fucking badass.
have you ever had
juggler.
a beat down from a juggler?
Fuck yeah,
they'll
every
fucking
time.
beat you down. Oh, look, you
Yeah.
didn't see that bowling pin coming.
Bong.
Wham! How about that?
Dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna cap you.
Okay.
How about that?
So
I'm gonna juggle a cap into you.
So the first time I heard about this was because Tia Tequila, is that her name?
Tequila.
Tila
Yeah.
Tequila, who is a girl who just got famous from being on MySpace and pretending like she was somebody. Somehow, I guess she put out an album. So for some reason, she opened for them at the Juggalos Gathering. Okay, back up. The Juggalos Gathering started in like 2000, and basically they just started getting a bunch of their fans and going into a quarry, a rock quarry, and having a concert. And then in 2005, the rock quarry was a problem because the owner was like, "Why? You guys are fucking idiots and you're messing up everything."
Do you think someone said, "Hank, you don't get them clowns out of my quarry"?
They got kicked.
Y'all gotta get them clowns out of my quarry.
They got kicked out of a quarry.
I'll fucking start shooting people.
How fucking bad?
If you get evicted from a fucking hole full of rocks. Did you get evicted from a hole full of rocks?
I did.
How's your career going?
How's it going? I wrote a song about it.
Step off, baby. I'm a juggler. I'm a juggler.
So now they do it in the forest in Ohio, I think.
Dope me, I'm smoke.
And Dope Me Up Smoke. And Tila Tequila went out there and they threw shit at her and hit her in the face and she was like bleeding. You didn't know about that?
No, I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. She went to perform, and the Insane Clown Posse guys were like, I don't think you should go out there. It's not going to be great for you. Well, she's like, I got this. I'm a performer. So she goes
Right.
out, and
She's
they
a
just start
juggler.
throwing rocks and bottles at her, and like hit her in the face and cut her, and like. So there's pictures of her like bloody face online. Method Man went out and someone winked something at him and hit him in the face, and he got cut, and he kept singing. So whatever, they're a bunch of fucking douchebags. They're like, so then I become obsessed with them, and I'm just going online, and there's all these videos that they put together, and it's like watching. They cannot explain what they are. They're just like, hey man, it's about family. It's about just having respect for each other. And then someone will go, yeah, but what about violence? Well, people who deserve it get it. Okay, that's not respect for each other. Now you're just a fucking asshole.
Really?
Well, you're not a family. You're just a
But that
bunch
does
of.
sort of sound like our show.
No. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
No, I hear what you're saying. So they're like a Manson family.
Well, you know what they are? They're just like they're like Limp Bizkit fans. They're just about fucking idiots who are now who just say we're a family. No, you're not. You're a bunch of fucking idiots who
Dude.
follow clowns.
Dude, do you like rocks?
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you didn't, I'd fucking kill you.
Okay, weird.
Yeah,
I don't-
come here. We're family.
No.
Hug me.
No.
Hug me.
Okay.
Pod cuddle. Why don't we have a bunch of people called Cuddlahs?
So
Cuddlahs.
that's where this is
Cuddlah.
going. We need to have
C-U, right?
Cuddlahs.
Cuddler. C-U-D-D-L-A.
What about Puddlahs?
How about I didn't even say the A? C-U-D-D-L-A.
Cuddlah.
Cuddler.
Cuddlah.
Cuddler.
So,
What are our rules?
this is where we're going with this.
Okay.
We need to have a name for our followers.
Right.
Much like the Insane Clown Posse, who are our
Stike,
idols.
Who's a friend of ours, Stike, friend of the show, wrote us and said, "What Mark Maron's followers are what the fuckers or what the fuck buddies or whatever." So he thought we should have followers. We should have people listen to the show first, but I think when they begin to follow us, what should we call them?
Cuddlahs.
Cuddlahs.
Puddlahs.
Cuddlahs. No, Cuddlah. The guy, Seth Mills is the guy who wants to make the T-shirt for us. If he wanted to make like a Pod Cuddle T-shirt on the back, it says Cuddlah, and then has a picture of Mitch. And here's what you do to join our thing: you wear short pants and high white socks. Whatever bad T-shirt you got, it's almost you go anti-Greg with it. You go.
Are you a cuddler?
No, and then a sweater on top.
And you know what it's really all about?
Where's our festival going to be?
You know what it's
what
about?
hole are we going to play?
You know what it's about? Family.
Oh my God, dude, it's so about family. But if you don't like us,
But here's the deal.
yeah.
No clown makeup, but clown from the neck down.
Yeah, none on your face, but clown body paint. Clown outfits.
Clown from the neck down. That's our fucking
Oh my
slogan.
God, clown from the neck. Cuddler.
Are you a cuddler? You clown from the neck down?
What's up, Cuddler? What's up, Cuddler? Cuddler.
Are you clown from the neck down, yo?
Oh, what's up, Cuddler? What's up, Cuddler?
Okay, I have to tell people that you were petting your dog when you did that because it sounded like you all of a sudden just started tickling my balls a little bit. A little bit.
Okay, so the Pod Cuddle has followers called Cuddlahs.
Yeah. Where my cuddlers at?
Where's Cuddlahs at?
Hey, cuddlers, what are you? We're clown from the neck down. Like, that's going to be our first show. Well, that'll be our first live show. We will come out and go, cuddlers, what are you?
We clown from the neck down. And everybody has to, you know what? Everybody, here's what you have to do too. Everybody comes out in a sweater.
Yeah.
So everybody wears a sweater.
Yeah.
And then they tear that sweater open.
Yeah.
And they've got like big buttons and a polka dot shirt. So everybody comes out in like a black cardigan, and then we say, what do we say? We say, hey, cuddlers.
Hey, cuddlers, what are you?
And you say, we're clown from the neck down. Say it with me. Ready?
Okay. We clown from the neck down, and then we rip off our sweaters. I don't know if you guys are in for this,
my
but
God,
this
I
is
hope
going to
you
be
guys are
this is
listening.
going to be a fucking ride.
Because the whole time that we've been telling you this, I'm fucking the ideas are just coming, buddy.
Yeah.
I get it. I get the Juggalos, but they never met Cuddlahs. See, when you come up against a Cuddler, oh my God.
Yeah.
Pod Cuddle.
Yeah.
Because Pod Cuddle's a thing we made up. Nobody has that. We should trademark
Not yet. Yeah,
right?
we should.
That's like trademarking shit. We picked the dumbest shit to trademark.
We got to trademark Pod Cuddle. We got to trademark Cuddlahs, and then we got our first book will be
We need a
Clown from the Neck Down.
Clown from the neck down.
We need a poster. We need a shirt.
Yeah.
We need a lot of shit.
We need a
This
song.
shit's gonna go big now.
Clown from the neck down.
Like I never thought this pod cuddle would become anything, but now that we have
Oh my God.
Cuddlers and Clown from the Neck Down.
And thanks, Ben, for the question.
Yeah, thanks, Ben. And
And thanks, and the comedian that you liked, who's I'm gonna go check out his
Joe DeRosa.
Joe DeRosa, get his record.
Get his record.
He's good, huh? He's good.
Yeah, he's very funny. Maybe I'll play that bit at the end of this,
Do.
so everyone can see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so right.
He's an official cuddler.
Yeah, he's a cuddler.
Although he does work in the Juggalo camp.
He does.
So
but
we
he's
have to, we have to fucking kill him.
Yeah, we'll kill him at the end. That's it. And
And you know who knows how to give a beat down?
Who?
Kevin Sesha. And I just want to mention this because he's a friend of ours and he loves to fucking hit people.
He does.
He's a former boxer, comedian, and he has a book called How to
How to Beat Up
Tom
Anything.
Hanks. No, How to Beat Up. It was originally called that. Now it's called. Fuck, I just blurbed it. How to Beat Up Tom Hanks.
Do you know why he had to change the fucking
And
name?
why?
Because Judah Freelander put out a fucking book, How to Beat Up Anything, which is what the fucking blog that Kevin's had for years. And I love Judah. I doubt Judah did it on purpose, but
But can I
fucked.
say something? Yeah, but you know but I've been in the book game. How to Beat Up Tom Hanks
is better.
and other things
Is better.
Fucking way better. And
Yeah.
Kevin's hilarious, and the book's going to be great.
Yeah, the blog's really funny. If you want to go check it out, How to Beat Up Anything.
.com.
Yep.
Kevin Sesha is our comic and our buddy, and a fan of the show. So
Okay.
another person who, and probably, fuck, he'd be such a good cuddler.
Oh, he'd be such a good cuddler. He's definitely clown. He's clown from the neck down.
Dude,
I
he's
mean, all
clown
the
from
way.
neck down.
All right. So right now I'm going to play you the Joe DeRosa bit where he went to the Juggalo concert, and keep on cuddling.
I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. Yeah. It's not always like this, being a comedian. Being a comedian can kind of suck. And I know what you're thinking, but Joe, you get to sleep till 3 p.m. and discover all types of porn we don't have time to look for. Yes, that's true. I know. I've seen all the porn, all of it. I know where the end of the internet is. I can take you there. There's trannies. You don't want to say it. It's weird. It's not always because here's the thing with comedy, being a stand-up comedian. You get to do what you love, and it's fun to perform. But until you're famous, you don't have a ton of money. You know, you have like rent money and food money and stuff like that. But you don't have grown-up, I have health insurance money. I don't have health insurance, which is a scary thing, because I find things on myself and I just have to ride it out. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know what that is. Check WebMD, I guess. I don't know. So the point is, until you get famous, you have to take every single gig that gets handed to you because you need the money. You got to stock your nuts up for the winter. You don't know what's going to happen. This was wonderful tonight, but I'd like to tell you in closing about the worst thing that I ever had to do in comedy ever. 3 years ago, I flew to Southern Ohio. It gets worse than that. I flew to Southern Ohio to perform in the woods. The woods. I don't mean a Lilith Fairy forest where lesbians eat ice cream together and Katie Lang reads a poem to an unshaven beaver region on a dirty hippie. That's not what I'm talking about. I am talking about the goddamn woods. Blackness, disease, animals, shit. Why? Because I had to perform at the Insane Clown Posse's music festival. Now, sounds like a portion of you know who they are. That's great. For those of you that don't know who the Insane Clown Posse is, they are the worst band ever. Ever in the history of man. They're grown men that dress up as clowns, and then they rap about being clowns. Think about how much that sucks in your head when you just imagine it, then realize that it's real. It's the polar opposite of like the Loch Ness Monster or Bigfoot or some shit, where you lie in bed at night and go, that'd be pretty cool if that was real. No! This is real and it sucks. But despite my hatred, I need the money, I gotta do the gig. So, my manager at the time, which is the key phrase there, he says, go to the woods, your contact will meet you. Yes, and bring you in, like a Martin Sheen in Apocalypse Now. And I gotta go find Kurt. So, sure enough, I get to the woods, my contact is waiting for me. I could go through a lot of colorful and cute examples about what the contact may or may not have looked like. Let's just cut to the chase. It was a 40-year-old man dressed as a clown, okay? That was my point man, in case he needed help or advice. Or when I got paid at the end of the night, I had to go to a 40-year-old man dressed as a clown with a horn tied around his neck. Can I have my money, please? Oh, that makes me feel like a man, right? And let me tell you how he brought me to the stage. In a van that didn't have seats in it. In a van that didn't have seats in it. In a van that didn't have seats in it. Please comprehend what I'm saying to you right now. Do you know how fucking terrifying it is to climb into the back of a seatless van in the middle of the goddamn woods, nonetheless? It only means one thing. Prepare to be raped by a clown. Clown rape is coming at you hard and fast right now. Hope you're ready for it. Hope clown makeup doesn't stain. It's gonna be all over your shit. Mainly your back. Need the money. Gotta do the gig. So, I get to the stage. I'm doing the show. It's not going well, believe it or not. And I'm about like 45 minutes into the show. I'm supposed to do an hour. And I stop because this woman in the audience takes a break from cutting herself and smoking crystal meth for just long enough to heckle me for the 87th time. And I've had it at this point. And I say to myself, you know what, buddy? You work too hard. You take your art seriously. You take your craft seriously. You tell this young lady that you don't care for her opinion. That came out different. I was under a lot of pressure, and came out more like, "Die, whore! Die, you pig piece of shit, whore!" Like that, sort of. Now, in order to defend this woman's honor, the entire audience, who also dress up as clowns and call themselves Juggalos, to give yourself an idea where these fucking people are at mentally, they start chanting at me in unison, "Family! Family! Family!" I don't know what that means either. But put it in perspective. Think about how scary it would be to hear a random group of people that you had nothing to do with chanting that. Like if you were walking down the street like, "Man, I want a Big Mac," and you got to McDonald's, "Family! Family!" I get a Whopper. Fuck that shit. I don't know what that... No way. What? Then picture them chanting it at you and only you in anger. Then put clown makeup on the whole thing. It was the lowest point of my goddamn life. But here's the funny part, and I swear to God this is true. A year later, they offered me double the money, and I took the gig. So thanks for making this a good one, everybody. Thank you for being a part of this. Take care of yourselves.
Joe DeRosa, everybody, put your hands together for Joe DeRosa.